You're listening to the local music show on Revolution Radio 96.1 FM and online. And joining me in Studio 1 is the amazing Amii Dawes. Amii, welcome to the show.
Good evening again. And
I've got a thumbs up from our producer and our team. We're actually going live on FM.
It's a good job this isn't live, isn't it?
It's a good job it's not live. Or is it? Or is it? If you're listening and you would like to watch, go head over to the Revolution Radio's Facebook page and you can watch the action too. So, Amii, how is life for Amii Dawes at the moment?
It's all right, actually.
You've been very busy.
I can't complain, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of seeing where it takes me.
See where it takes you. But it's been taking you a lot of places, I've seen.
Yeah, it has been, yeah.
Tell us more about the film that you've been working on, because that's really interesting.
Well, I've been wanting to make a film for a long time, because I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to films.
Yep.
And a friend of mine also happens to want to make films.
Right.
And during the first lockdown, he wrote a couple of scripts and kept sending them to me, and most of them I was like, yeah, they're really good, I like those. And then he sent this script for a short horror film, and I just straight away was like, yeah, we got to make that. So I sort of came on board as producer, and then gradually was composer, so now I'm kind of making the score for it as well. And it's a lot of fun.
Amazing.
Everyone should make a horror film once in their life. It's fun.
I can't wait to see it. How long do you reckon it's going to be before we get to see it? Because you're still working on it at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in post-production for it at the moment, but we're hoping that it might be out for Halloween. Would be nice, because it's a horror film. Halloween? Hopefully, yeah.
Oh wow, that's very soon.
Yeah, and so that's the aim.
Yeah.
It depends how creepy I can make this score, though. If it's not creepy enough by Halloween, then it's not happening.
It's got to be very scary.
Exactly. Well, yeah, because it's a short film as well, so I feel like there's no room for just.
I see.
It's got to pack a punch. It's like 7-8 minutes long. This film, so every minute of it needs to be. And the main thing is,
are you enjoying the process?
Yeah, massively. Like you yeah, it's because I've never produced a film before. Yeah. So I went into it not really knowing what I was doing, but it turns out that's kind of the point. It's just trial and error. You just say, oh, we'll try that, or that didn't work, let's try something else.
This could be the start of something very special for Amii Dawes.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been wanting to get into it for a long time and just thought, oh, well, I've not been to film school or anything like that, so I don't know how to do that. Yeah. And then the opportunity came up and I ran with it and I'm having a lot of fun, so yeah.
So music, going back to music now, because we are on the local music show.
Yeah.
After all, how's everything going with your music? I know you've been gigging a lot at the moment, and we spoke earlier. You're about to have a chill time, but what's coming up in the land of music for Amii Dawes?
Yeah, well, in the first lockdown, I really got into music production. So not something I've ever really done before. I sort of dabbled in it a little bit and would record demos and stuff at home, but I always used to go to other people's studios to record, but obviously had no choice in lockdown. So I really sort of learned how to produce my own music, and I found that kind of made me love it even more. Yeah. And so at the minute I'm working on an EP that hopefully will be out maybe February, March next year.
There's so much to look forward to.
Yeah, it's exciting, but that means that because I'm recording it at my own house, there's no pressure, so I can just take the rest of the year to record it, take as long as it takes, and then next year hopefully, because I've been releasing singles for like the last 2 years. I haven't released like a collection of songs together. Sure. So
and funny you say that, actually, about working on the technical side of the music and not just going into a studio with someone else and they do all the technical side for you. Obviously earlier on the show we had Billy, and he kind of said the same thing, and him being able to work technically on his music as well as creatively makes him enjoy the process more, and you feel like you're getting more out of it. Is that the same for you?
Yeah, definitely, because you can see it all the way through. Like when I write the songs, I can already hear in my head what I want the finished product to sound like, or a version of it anyway. Yep. So then to be able to make it sound like that myself and not just hand it over to somebody else and have to explain to them. And actually, funny story, my first EP that I recorded in 2014 was recorded in Billy Locket's basement.
Billy Locket's basement is the place to be, isn't it?
It is the music spot in town, yeah.
Second to Revolution Radio, of course.
Obviously, yeah, of course. It goes without saying, don't it?
Well, Amii, we're going to go to a song now and into the news, and then afterwards, are you going to stick around, because I've got a very special quiz lined up for you.
I suppose I could stick around,
Stick around, and it'd be nice to hear a few songs as well, because I noticed in the corner there's a very nice guitar.
Oh, Rita, yeah. Rita the 5-stringed guitar this evening, and I'll tell you about that later.
Rita the 5-string. Yeah. So anyone listening, stay tuned. We'll be joined again by Amii Dawes after the news, and of course Rita the 5-string. You're listening to Revolution Radio. You're listening to the local music show on Revolution Radio 96.1 FM and online. And joining me again in the Studio One is Amii Dawes. Welcome back, Amy.
Hello again. We're
live on Revolution Radio. I'm being flagged up by my assistant. 2 seconds. Let me just skip. Apologies, listeners. I'm gonna talk here. We're live on air. We've recently moved into Studio One, and we've got our guest here with us. And Amii Dawes is about to perform, and we're going to do our quiz. But I believe we are having some technical difficulties. Amy's just going to be testing her mic in the background as we speak.
Can you hear me now?
I
don't know if anyone can hear me
shortly. I'm going to go straight to a local song. In fact, I believe we are good. I believe we are good. We are live on it. Amy, it's a good job we're not live.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine if this was live?
We'll just keep saying that, and that makes it all good.
Yeah, because then maybe people will think that we did this on purpose.
Yeah. So right. We're back. I'm on it. We're live to the people of Northampton.
Probably.
Probably.
We're probably live to the people of Northampton.
We're probably live to the people of Northampton. So we spoke just before the news about your film, what's coming up in music. You're working on music at home as well. And you're performing this weekend at the Roman Way Brewery.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, with 2K and Ryan. 2K
and Ryan. There are some other people, and I feel awful because I have forgotten who they are, but I'm sure they're very good and lovely.
Well, what I'll do on our local music page, I will share the poster, so anyone listening, they can head there tomorrow morning, and the poster will be up for them.
Okay,
and
lovely.
I see in your hands you've got Rita. And for anyone listening and not watching on Facebook, Rita, tell us who Rita is.
Rita is the trusty Gita, the guitar.
Yep.
But yesterday I broke a string on Rita. I injured Rita. And I ordered a replacement. They told me it was going to get delivered today. Mm-hmm. And then I got an email to say actually it's coming tomorrow. So I'm playing a 5-string guitar, so they might sound a little bit odd.
This is absolutely fine.
You know, we'll just work with what we've got.
What are you going to play for us first, Amy?
I'm going to play a song that's called Filthy.
Nice, I like this song.
Yeah, it's a single that I released in, I think, 2019.
Yep.
And it's basically just how I'm a bit strange.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what the song's about. So,
you're not strange.
Oh, you've known me a long time, Tommy. Why are you lying to people?
We've had some good times. This is going to tell a little backstory here. Quite a few years ago, actually, we, myself and Paul, we all made this team, didn't we? And we travelled around the country, and kind of being your roadies and.
Pretty much. Well, basically,
Paul was your manager, wasn't he? And
I would just sleep in the back of the car and wait for you to take me to a gig. I'd play the gig and then sleep on the way home as well.
We used to sample the food places, I remember, and the service stations.
Oh yes.
Lots of service stations and funny videos.
We ate a lot of pasties.
We did. Isn't it a shame that TikTok wasn't around then?
I know.
Can you imagine the TikToks?
We'd be famous by now, Tommy. Imagine.
I just remember there was a video of us miming in the car to a Coldplay song.
We did a Coldplay, but also we did. I'm sure we did "Back for Good" by Take That as well.
That's the ultimate thing.
Yeah, and we were all sober as well, but we still decided to do that. We were
having the best time.
Yeah.
So, Amy, I'm gonna pass you. I'm gonna pass you over to the guitar to Rita. You're already holding Rita. So live on Revolution Radio, here is Amii Dawes.
Say that I'm a freak, a creep that don't deserve to speak. My voice it may be silent, but my heart is louder than you think. They say that I'm a mess, worthless for the way I like to dress. I know I haven't always got it right in the night, and this I must know I will not understand why. If different is a sin, then tell me that I'm guilty. If innocence is clean, then tell me that I'm filthy. If being you is being me and we all intertwine, then watch these feet as they carefully walk 3 steps behind. They say I don't belong, so wrong, 'cause I don't wanna play along. If I'm not looking tough, it's not enough just to be headstrong. They say I must perform uniform to the system of the damned. But if I don't want to win, God forbid the Swedish Sin to ask another for a hand. 'Cause I know I still don't understand why. If different is a sin, then tell me that I'm guilty. If innocence is clean, then tell me that I'm filthy. If being you is being me and we all intertwine, then watch these feet as they carefully walk 3 steps behind. I know I will never understand why.
Amii Dawes.
Thanks.
That was stunning.
Thanks very much.
Stunning. Now, it's time for a special segment of the show.
I'm excited.
I have a quick fire quiz. Now, I've been using the same questions to the artists over the last 4 weeks whilst we've been doing these quiz on the show, and it's been interesting to see what everyone's answers are because they vary so much.
Okay.
And I've got 10 questions. Nothing to worry about. I will remind you that you're live on the radio on some of the questions, so you can think about your answer. Okay, so let's get started. Question number 1. Amii Dawes, when you are not working, how do you like to spend your time?
Oh, I mean, I'm a bit boring, to be honest. I like to read a nice book.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I quite like to do.
Okay.
I've got a cat.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting, maybe. Not the fact that I've got a cat, that the cat is quite interesting.
It's an interesting cat.
Watch a lot of films.
Yep.
That's literally it. I wish I had something more exciting for you.
That's a good answer. If you're not working, you kind of want to do them nice things and chill out, don't you?
Yeah,
So,
I'm happy,
yeah.
especially if the sun's out as well. Sit in the garden, read a nice book, have a cup of tea.
Yeah, I know you're a tea person.
Oh, I'm such a tea person.
Love a cup of tea.
I have more tea than blood at this point.
Amii Dawes is made of tea.
Yeah.
Question number 2. What was the first concert that you attended?
Oh, God. First concert. I think it might have been either... oh, no. It was either Steps or Busted.
I've seen Busted, never seen Steps.
Which is cooler? I'm going to say Busted.
Year 3000.
I mean, it's like the lesser of two evils, isn't it? Steps or Busted.
That's good. I like Busted.
But yeah, I think it was either one of those two, though, for sure.
Sticking with the theme of favourites, what is your all-time favourite film?
Oh my goodness.
That's a tough one.
I love Fight Club.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, my top 3 are really different because I love Fight Club, I love Donnie Darko, but also I love Mary Poppins.
You couldn't get 3 films more like different.
Imagine if Mary Poppins made a cameo in Fight Club.
She just went past on the
just
umbrella.
flying down in her umbrella, and then Brad Pitt just beats her up or whatever.
Oh, if any film, you're a filmmaker.
Well, I am now, exactly. I'm writing the script as we speak. Fight Club 2.
Fight Club 2 featuring Mary Poppins.
But we're not allowed to talk about it, so it's
Can't
fine.
talk about it. We'll invite you back next year with a preview.
Oh, yeah.
Going into question number 4 with favourites. What is your all-time favourite song?
Now, I do struggle with this one because I'd say one of them would be Imagine by John Lennon.
Yes.
But I feel like it's such a basic answer because like it's such a famous song.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love it. But I'd have to say it's probably Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell.
Yeah.
Because I love Joni Mitchell.
That's a good one. Question number 5. This is a nice question. I like this question. What is the first memory of music through your childhood?
Oh, that is a good question. My granddad was obsessed with those home shopping channels, and he once stayed up at like 3-4 in the morning and bought a Yamaha keyboard that he didn't know how to play.
Yeah.
And I used to go around and he used to try and teach me how to play Beatles songs on it.
Oh.
I still have the keyboard actually. It's in my little studio at home.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
So nice. Question number 6. If you could win an Olympic medal for any sport, real or fake, what would it be for?
Ooh. I mean, speed tea drinking.
Speed tea drink. That should be an Olympic sport.
Yeah, I'm quite good at that. I'm quite good at doing a deep lunge. But other than that,
lunging for the tea.
Oh yeah, you know, like when you stay in like a travel lodge or something, and the kettle's literally at the end of your bed.
Yeah. Now this isn't a question.
That's a very specific sport that I've just made up. But I can do that.
A very specific sport taking place. So the arenas weren't available, so we're going to do the travel lodges. In the travel lodge, and basically the whole sport is get out of bed, deep plunge, make tea, drink it really quickly. Yeah. I think I could probably get the world record. Representing Great Britain. It's going to be amazing. So this isn't a question on here actually. It's just a personal question of mine actually. We spoke about tea. What is what brand of tea? Are you very specific with your tea? I mean, if I was really desperate, I would genuinely I'll take whatever tea I was given. But if I had a choice, it's got to be Tetley. Right. I'm a Tetley kind of person. I hear a lot of people say Yorkshire tea.
Yeah. Because
okay?
Yorkshire tea is stronger, and I do quite like strong tea. But what I do, which is controversial, but I'm just living my life, so don't come for me, is I do Tetley, just one tea bag, but I leave it in there for about 4 minutes. 4 minutes? Yeah, because this is going to be disgusting, but I don't hate that weird scum that you get on the top of a cup of tea. I actually quite enjoy it, so... Right. If that's probably says a lot about me as a human being, but there you go. With that in mind, we're going to move on to question number 7. You're disgusted with me, aren't you?
If someone were to play you in a movie, who would it be?
Oh, who's the guy that plays Phil Mitchell? I don't know actually. I'll tell you who I really like at the moment, and that's from American Horror Story, Sarah Paulson. Yeah. I mean, we don't look anything alike, and that's all right. She's like, I think 20 years older than me, but she's quite cool, so it'd be her. Love that. Question number 8. Where is your happy place? Probably in the garden. We've got, one of them swinging egg chairs. Yeah. So, yeah, if the weather's nice, in the egg chair in the garden. Right. With a book and a cup of tea. That sounds nice. Yeah, that's happy. It sounds very relaxing. Question number 9. This is one to think about actually, and this has been one of the most interesting questions in the history of this quiz. So, what is the best piece of advice that you have ever been given, or what piece of advice would you give to someone? So, this is any life advice really. It wasn't advice that was given to me personally, and it's from a strange source. I think the advice came from the singer Cher's mother. I think it was Cher's mum. I'm not sure, but I heard her talking about it in an interview once, I'm sure. Yep. That basically said, if it doesn't matter in 5 years, it doesn't matter. Because I'm the sort of person, I tend to sort of worry about little things and get nervous about just being alive in general. It's quite stressful. Yeah. So sometimes I do have to sort of check in with myself and think, what would Cher's mum say? And think, if it doesn't matter in 5 years, it doesn't matter. That's a good one, actually. It's true if you think about it. Whatever happens. Well, I don't think now, like, oh, do you remember that stupid thing that I did when I was 21? Yeah. Like, because it wasn't important. Anymore, it might seem like a big deal at the time. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's quite a good bit of advice that I use. Love that. Yeah. I'm going to steal that piece of advice. Yeah, please do. You can thank Cher's mum. Yeah, thank you, Cher's mum, if you're listening. Question number 10. This is our final question. And I'm going to remind you here, you are live on radio. Okay. Tell us something
that we don't know about Amii Dawes?
Oh, I've got...
Exclusive.
I don't know how to explain it in words really, but I've always been able to do this thing, and I don't know how I've learned how to do it, but I can read letters as if they're numbers. So like A is 1, B is 2, 3 is C. So I could read your name, Tommy Gardner, and be able to tell you really quickly the numbers.
Ah, okay. That's good for writing like a secret note.
Yeah, it's like code, but I don't know how I ever learned to do it.
Do you know what I'm going to do tomorrow?
But if you're interested, your name, by the way, is 20, 15, 13, 13, 25. And I just did it one day. I just read a word and saw it as numbers.
Right. Okay.
It's the craziest thing. I don't know how.
Tomorrow I'm going to send you a message in
code,
number. Yeah.
And I'll crack it in 30 seconds. Yeah.
I'm going to try that. So that was our quick fire quiz. It wasn't that bad.
No, it was all right. I feel like I've revealed a bit too much about myself.
No, never. We've all got to know Amii Dawes a little bit more, and that's very nice. You're still holding Rita.
I am, yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up things now with one final performance. Do you know what you're gonna be finishing with?
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay.
I don't know what key I'll sing it in.
Okay.
Let's just put the capo on this fret here.
We'll see what happens.
And hope for the best, shall we?
Good luck, Rita.
My guitar might be out of tune because it's a bit warm in here, but... It's a little bit out of tune. But you don't mind, do you?
Sounds beautiful.
I certainly don't mind.
I don't mind.
As long as the listeners at home don't mind, also.
Oh, no, they've said they don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. As long as they said they don't mind.
They're all good.
It's a song called Fragile.
Okay.
I've recorded this one a couple of weeks ago, actually. I can't quite decide if it's going on the EP yet.
Okay. Maybe we can help you with that decision.
Maybe this can be the deciding vote.
Perfect.
But it's basically just about how people sometimes underestimate me.
Right.
Because I'm 5'3".
Oh.
And a half.
I'm not very tall either.
And if anyone's watching the live stream, they can see I'm wearing a pink flowery shirt. So people sometimes don't realise how tough I am, Tommy.
Very tough. Exactly. I wouldn't offend you.
Here we go. It's going to be hard to sing without a high E string on.
Okay.
Not to sing, so it's going to be hard to play without the string that I'm missing, but we'll see. It's called Fragile.
Take it away.
I was never scared, I was just young and unprepared for the life that they wanted me to have. I am not afraid, just at a delicate age, to believe in things that I have never had. I am not fragile, I'm just saving my strength for the day they try to take it away. I am not helpless, I'm just saving my help, for I know that you'll need it someday. I'm not out of line, it just gets longer every time, so you don't know when it starts and when it stops. I may be far below, but in time you'll see me grow. You won't know where to look when I am at the top. I am not selfish, I'm just saving myself. I'm the only one that I could ever trust. I am not childish, I'm just saving my youth, for I'm afraid of what will happen to us. I'm not impatient, I'm just saving my time. I've seen the same things happen before. I am not voiceless, I'm just saving my breath for the day you can hear it no more. Thanks.
Amii Dawes, that was beautiful.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Revolution Radio on the Local Music Show.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're always welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you. Although I feel like I might have cursed the studio.
No,
Are you sure you want me back?
never.
We'll do like a pre-record one next time.
We want you back for good. Yeah, see what I did there?
Whatever I said, whatever I did,
I didn't
mean it.
Want you back for good. So, thank you so much for joining us in the studio. Anyone listening at home, you can catch Amii Dawes performing at the Roman Way Brewery. We have 2K and Ryan this weekend. We'll put the poster on our Instagram and Facebook page tomorrow morning. And talking of 2K and Ryan, here is their single, Passage of Time.